Alright, just a couple more things before we get into the Disney stuff. I wanted to mention that you're only going to have about 3 gigabytes of space, and that's because they put all the software and it normally comes with 8 gigabytes of space. So go ahead and pick up that micro SD card, 32 gigabytes, and get your expanded memory. And also that your tablet's going to come about halfway charged. Alright, so let's get into the Disney content. You have a couple games here. You can see it says play, and these are more like storybooks and stories that you get to play with Winnie the Pooh and Mickey Mouse, and you get to like follow along, and they're interactive. Winnie the Pooh, you collect honey pots, and Mickey Mouse, you go on a beach adventure, and you get to take pictures of animals and learn how to count. Next up, we have some read. So you'll see you have Monsters Inc. You have Cars, Cinderella, Lady and the Tramp, and a few other things. And then you have videos you can watch. You have Austin and Ally, Phineas and Ferb, Jake and the Neverland Pirates, and a couple more. And you'll see the coming soon, and that's going to be your Disney Junior channel, your Disney channel, and the Disney XD channel. Next up, we have Sing Along, and this is where your kids get to do karaoke to some of their favorite songs that Disney has. You're going to see Hannah Montana, Mickey Mouse, and Phineas and Ferb, and some other songs from Shake It Up. Next is Listen, and most of these are storybooks, and basically it reads to your child the story of whichever one you pick, and they have a whole nother section plus some folders that open up, and you have even more stories. So all in all, I think you have, let's see, 8, 16, you got about 25 to 30 stories that'll read to your child, and that concludes pretty much what's in the Disney edition. You're going to have basically a lot of books, a lot of interaction. They still have a couple games that you'll see on the very first page that are still coming out, and they should be here hopefully before Christmas. So that concludes the Disney content, and next I'll get into what else you can do with the tablet.